What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. If you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the royal drama. I want to share this story. It's been a minute since I've talked about any royal news, any royal drama. But this is a story that I've been eyeing for about a week now, and I'm just getting a chance to get around to it. So I want to share it with you guys. This comes from Closer. And it's talking about how Harry is really torn over Meghan's career plans. Her latest venture and attempts to salvage A-list friendships is said to be causing tension with him as the royals endure their toughest year so far. So, almost a month on from the official launch of her new brand, American Riviera Orchard, Meghan has now revealed her lifestyle venture's first product, a wholesome strawberry jam. I'm sorry, I just girl, we're doing Smuckers now? I don't know. Anyway, in a sure sign that her PR machine is chugging into overdrive to salvage the Sussex name after a year of ongoing tumult, the determined Duchess personally sent out an exclusive batch of 50 jam jars to her closest high-profile pals. You know they got to be high-profile. You know that. But while the lucky few have praised Meghan's debut product, a source tells Closer that Meghan's timing for the launch has caused a rift between her and Harry. The insider, who says Harry believes they should be focusing on helping Kate Middleton and King Charles through their cancer battles, says Harry feels a bit like Meghan is detached from what's going on. While, of course, Harry supports Meghan in her new venture, the timing feels a bit off. Well, what I say to that is she is a self-centered person, in my personal opinion, so that's the type of thing that self-centered people do. They're not focusing on other people. They're focusing on what they want and what their needs are. And even though there's nothing wrong with looking out for yourself and you have to do what you have to do for yourself to a certain degree. But when people are going through life and death situations like that, it does seem extremely insensitive. Okay, so he feels split because he wants to be supportive, but he also feels guilty that they're getting excited about jam with all that's going on in the UK. The situation has caused a bit of tension between them. So this is all quotes, guys. This isn't just like the Closer writing this. These are quotes. So they're calling out the bad timing. So while Meghan juggles multiple work projects from the Montecito mansion they share with their children, Harry has been left feeling more isolated than ever after reflecting on the family feud that has plagued him for over 4 years. They add, quote, knowing his father and sister-in-law are so unwell and are going through so much, coupled with all his guilt over everything that's happened between them, has taken a toll. Harry feels like Meghan doesn't fully understand how low and stressed he is. Well, when you're self-centered, you don't really care. You're focusing on yourself. All right. So this isn't the first time Meghan's timing has been questioned. The soft launch of the brand on social media last month raised eyebrows, not only for its alleged flaunting of the late Queen's wish for the couple not to profit from their royal titles. Well, will you look at that? But for its seemingly insensitive timing while the royals endured one of their toughest periods to date. See, this again is the type of stuff that makes her look like she's selfish, self-centered, because if the Queen, who of course is no longer here, says she did not desire for them to profit off of their titles, and then this is the type of stuff you're doing, you're like selling Smuckers in the name of Sussex. It's weird and selfish. At the time, King Charles's diagnosis and treatment had been made public, and Kate was still recovering from the major abdominal surgery she had in January. Harry and Meghan reportedly found out about her cancer diagnosis through her TV broadcast just 8 days after Meghan's initial launch. And while the pair, who have made millions from their tell-alls since stepping back as working royals, made an announcement wishing health and healing to Kate, the insider says while Meghan is concerned about her sister-in-law's well-being, she knows she has to focus on making her brand a success. The source adds, Meghan feels like she needs Harry to support her as she gets going with her business. She's telling him that, if anything, it's a good distraction from what's going on. So, okay, you're going to need your husband to support you in doing something that is like your own brand and your own business. So to sweeten it, or to put a little bit of guilt, or make it look like it's going to be beneficial for him, to say, well, with all that they have going on and it's probably stressing you out, it's good to not focus on that. So why don't you just help me? Focus on me. Not focus on yourself. Focus on me and what I need and what I want. All right, so they're trying their best to put on a united front, and they're experts in putting on the PDA for the cameras. But behind the scenes, it's a very different story, and there's a disconnection and distance between them. Earlier this month, the couple kissed in front of the cameras at a polo match in Florida before Harry, who has changed his official residence status from Britain to America and paperwork recently filed, was seen with his hand draped around Meghan's shoulders at a charity dinner. But away from the glitz and glamour, the couple are reported to be working around the clock to salvage their brand and, according to our source, their Hollywood friendships. When the couple first landed stateside in 2020, they were inundated with attention from big hitters such as Oprah Winfrey, Amal and George Clooney, Serena Williams, Ellen, and Beyonce. But while Serena and Beyonce have been longtime supporters of Meghan, with B even dedicating her 2019 Brit to her, and Oprah later nicknaming Meghan M, the once solid friendships appear to have grown cold amid public controversy and their mudslinging with the royal family. Now fans are speculating that Serena and Oprah, who previously promoted clever brands, the coffee business Meghan has invested in, have been sent a jam jar, but neither has responded publicly. Yeah, they probably know what's up and they don't want to be used in that way, because these are fake friendships. They're not even real friends, And the source confirms many A-listers no longer want to be associated with Harry and Meghan by being seen to publicly support the couple. Meghan is desperately trying to salvage some connections, as well as ramping up the ante with her new pals such as Cameron Diaz and Gwyneth Paltrow, who she and Harry were spotted having dinner with last May. Almost a year ago. But you're friends? Anyway, right now, it's fight or flight, and they need to pull in some big names to prove their worth. In February, a Netflix boss also confirmed the pair have a bunch of projects in development, including their adaptation of the Carly Fortune novel Meet Me at the Lake and Harry's polo-related series, but the source says their success is hanging by a thread as they struggle to boost their popularity. They add, there's a very real fear that their latest shows will not only flop, but their upcoming projects could be dead in the water. With Meghan and Harry's reputation being so badly tarnished, and Hollywood and their celebrity friendships and connections severed, Netflix bosses are starting to panic. When they first signed the deal, execs had hoped their royal currency, coupled with their A-list connections, would ensure whatever they put out would be a surefire success. Now they are facing one of their biggest financial losses. And, to that, I say good for Netflix, because how dare you? It's like, what did they really give talent-wise for Netflix to give them the type of deal that they gave them? But you just gave it to them because of who they are. Harry because he is Prince Harry, and Meghan because she's married to Prince Harry. It's ridiculous. No real talent to back that up, and also who they thought that they were connected to. Their A-list Hollywood friendships and connections. So you just thought that anything they touched was going to turn to gold because of who they were and who they knew, and they were just going to blindly support it because of who they are. These people are not friends. These people don't even really know each other, really seriously in that way. A lot of those friendships in Hollywood aren't even real to begin with. So these people, especially Meghan, they have just been pretty much social climbers. Harry, he didn't need all of this. Everything that he's doing in terms of their brand has been for the sake of his wife. Now, while I have no issue with the husband supporting their wife, I actually enjoy it, but to a certain degree. And when it looks like all the husband is doing is being used because of who they are and what they have, I'm not in support of that. I'm not. But Meghan this is the type of stuff that gives people the opinion of her that she is self-centered. She is a social climber. She's just about me. And that's why she's gotten the nickname Meghan. Now, listen, I'm not saying that her brand, American Riviera Orchard, is going to be a flop, but some people are saying that they believe that it will be. And it's just weird. It's like you are doing any and everything possible to try to have some successful sort of brand. All of these different things. Podcasts, tell all on Netflix. Now you're doing like Sussex Smuckers, like you're doing strawberry jam. It's weird. To me, that's just my opinion. I know they said that the brand is going to have so many different things, but even in that, that's weird to me too. So you're going to have a brand that's going to have strawberry jam, then grape jam, blueberry jam, then you're going to have dishes and pots, and then you're going to have clothing and makeup and hair products. Like, what? Like, to me, it's like she's trying to throw everything at the wall to see what sticks. And that to me is indicative of someone that really isn't truly passionate about anything. It's just a grift. You're just trying to do something to make a name and make money. And again, Netflix, I don't feel sorry for them if they lose out on the millions that they offered these people to do all of these projects, because again, where was the talent? What was it really about them besides their name and who they knew that warranted them getting that type of deal? Seriously, it's ridiculous. And I don't know, but to me, it's also weird, and it's also, I feel, disrespectful, because if the queen, who, yes, is no longer here, pretty much said no to them using their names for hawking products and making profits, and they do it anyway, it just goes to show me that that was always the goal and the plan. It wasn't, oh, we're going to step back as working royals. Okay, we're going to go to Canada, and then we're going to go to America, and we're just going to figure out what really works for us and just live our lives. No, and I get it. You can't go and stay in Compton being Prince Harry and the wife of Prince Harry at this point. I get that. But having that type of lifestyle that you pretty much need the security and all of those things because people in the world are crazy, I understand that. It comes with a price tag. And if you weren't ready and able to afford that, then maybe they should have thought twice about leaving, because they had all of what they needed when they were being in the firm as working royals. But, there's a price to pay. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You wanted what you got, and now it just doesn't seem like anything is really working out the way that they had anticipated and expected to, especially at this point in time and by now. And a lot of those so-called friends, Hollywood A-list people, they've kind of stepped back, and they're selfish too. And I'm not saying them being selfish about their own lives is a bad thing, but my point is, they all have their own lives and they're focusing on themselves. They're not focusing on Meghan and Harry. And even though they may have gotten used to that, because when they came to the U.S., they were acting like refugees, and Tyler Perry put them up in one of his mansions. You know what I mean? It's like they maybe got used to the handouts and got used to people just feeling sorry for them. But people get to the point where they get tired of the victimhood. And it's like, okay, at this point in time, you should have gotten yourself up and moved on, brushed it off. Sorry about what happened to you. Sorry about how you felt. Sorry about whatever. And let's just move on. And now you're still in this place of being a victim, and also not just being a victim, but expecting people to support you. Expecting it, not earning it, but expecting it. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about that briefly. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.